Okay, so my intention with this Zoom is I'll be very honest here. A lot of the times in the past, when trips have come out, my mind has immediately deflected it. And I would look at the point structure, I'd look at what it would take, and my mind just, it wouldn't allow me to go there. I felt defeated right away. And I don't want that this time for you guys because I know that we can all get there. And I know the growth that can come from it. I know the power in our words and our posture going after this trip would teach us and grow us so much. So what we're going to do this morning is Sean did a video, a 13-minute video on how to earn the trip. I'm going to play that and we're going to go through that. And I'm going to pause it along the way. I'm going to make sure that it's very clear to you how to do this. And at the end, I'm going to show you a tracker and how to utilize that tracker to help you set up what it would take to get the trip and then track how you're doing along the way. So stay with me through this. I'm hoping not to take a ton of your time, but again, clarity is power. And if you are not clear on how you can earn this trip, then you're not going to earn it. So I'll share my screen here and then we will start Sean's video. And again, I'm going to pause it in certain places. And if you have a question, I don't want you hesitating. I want you to ask, because if you have that question, somebody else probably does too. So if you have a question, you guys, when I pause it, just unmute yourself and then let me know what it is. Here we go.
Poe here, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Super excited to announce the next LifeVantage Global Incentive Trip, which is going to be to Ireland, August 25th through the 30th of 2019. Currently in the qualification period, which started July 1st of this year, 2018, and it's going to run through April 30th of 2019. So we have 10 full months to get you qualified to be on this amazing So here we go. The tiers for the incentive trip are as follows. You can see that there's 7 tiers there, and you're going to start off by earning the trip at tier 1. Earning 1,000 points going to get you on the trip. Trip for 1 and an airline ticket. The second tier is at 1,600 points. That's going to be the trip for 2 airline tickets. I would say everybody should shoot for at least a minimum of that 1,600 points to get you and yourself on this trip. So how do you earn those points to get qualified for the trip? It's pretty simple for this one. Enrollment points. Enrolling and personally enrolling new people into the business. Maxes out at 400 points. You get 15 points for a platinum pack that you enroll, 10 points for a gold. Silver is worth 5, and any preferred customer that you enroll into the system is 2 points apiece. Remember again, that maxes out at 400. Come to the convention, get a ticket for Global to Convention, and attend the event. It's going to earn you 100 points. This is a no-brainer, you guys. You got to earn these points. Get your ticket paid for right away. And then we're going to go through the points that you earn when you rank advance and when you help one of your personally sponsored distributors rank advance as well. You get full points for holding the new rank for your account, half the points for your personally enrolled distributors who advance and then hold the new rank.
Okay, now just so you know, here's the key, and this is really, really big. The fact that this isn't points that you earn just when you rank advance and then you're done. If you rank advance and you hold it, you continue to earn points. It is a cumulative process. It is the same thing for anyone that you enroll. If you help someone enroll and you get them rank advanced, you get half the points that they get, and that's a continuing thing. For 10 months, you get those points. That is why this is so doable for all of us on this call. That is a huge piece to this.
So here we go on the rank advancement points. You can see you start earning points once you hit the rank of Pro 2, earning points up through the rank of Pro 10. So how do you do it, and what is your rank that you're shooting for? What was your initial baseline rank? Wherever you ended June 30th, 2018 is going to be your rank where you start for this promotion. So if you ended June 30th as a paid as Pro 4. Paid as Pro 4 will be your starting rank for the entire incentive period. Let's say that previously you had been paid as a Pro 6, but you fell back to a Pro 5. June 30th, 2018, your rank for this qualification is going to be a Pro 5. So just let's reiterate this. Whatever your paid as rank was June 30th, 2018, that is going to be your starting rank for determining how you rank advance through it.
Is that clear to everybody?
Yes, very helpful.
Yes, it gives me goosebumps. Okay, so as of June 30th, whatever rank that you were, that's your baseline, okay? It gives me goosebumps because I know a lot of us on this team, we have hit a high rank and then we've fallen back because of balance or whatever it is. We may still have the volume, but we've fallen back. So now is your chance to just kind of have those given points again to rank advance. So that is a really big key as well.
About this incentive process. Now, when we start looking at these rank advancement points, you can see that at Pro 2, you earn 10 points for rank advancing to Pro 2. Pro 3 is 20, Pro 4 is 50, and so on. And then whoever the enroller was to the person that rank advance is going to earn half the points that they did. So if you help somebody rank advance to the rank of Pro 3 and you personally enrolled them, they would earn the 20 points and you're going to earn 10. Look at Pro 6. If they advanced to Pro 6, they would earn the 200. And if you personally enrolled them, you would get the 100 points there. The second part of this is if a new distributor comes in and they rank advance within the first 3 calendar months of their enrollment. So let's say somebody enrolls August 1st and they rank advance in August to Pro 2. Instead of the normal 10 points that they would have received for that rank advancement, since they did it within the first 3 calendar months of their enrollment, they're going to earn triple the points, so 30 points instead of 10. Now, this is where you can use Pacesetter and the Pacesetter program to really advance how people are coming into the business, earning the points, and putting money into their pocket at the same time. With the Pacesetter 3 program, we're trying to get people to the rank of Pro 3 within the first 90 days. So if you did that within the first 90 days, they would get the 30 points for hitting Pro 2 plus 60 points for hitting Pro 3, almost 10% of the points needed to get that first tier on this incentive trip. So it really does pay to get new distributors enrolled in the program. If you enroll somebody on a platinum pack, you're getting 15 points. Then you help them rank advance to Pro 2 within the first 90 days, you're going to get 15 points as the enroller. And then helping them get to Pro 3 in those first 90 days as well, another 30 points. So 15 for the platinum pack, 15 getting them to Pro 2, 30 points for you for getting them to Pro 3. So really utilize these triple points and get people to their goals as fast as you possibly can.
Is that clear? He goes through numbers very quickly. What he's telling you is a reminder that when someone enrolls with a platinum pack, you get points for that platinum pack. And then your goal is basically to be a pace setter, right? You are going to help them in those first 90 days to try to hit the rank of Pro 3. And by doing that, that's where that middle column comes into play. So they don't get, if they hit Pro 3 in 90 days, they don't get the 20 in the first column and the 60. They get just the 60. Now, this is where I feel like it really is about our posture and our personal growth. Because when you're going after something like this, your energy's high, but you do not want to come across desperate, right? This is your business, and you want to come across as a business owner, and you want to know exactly the kind of people you're looking for. And those people, they may come very successful. They may come as a single mom that's working 4 jobs. We don't know. We cannot stereotype what those people are going to look like. The number one component you want, you guys, is a huge burning desire for them to want to change their life and to be coachable. So here's where the closing comes into play when you're talking to people. You want to do right by them, right? Darren told us at Elite Academy, it is better to have an engaged customer than a disengaged distributor. And 66% of customers become distributors. So if someone is not ready to go all in and to be coachable and to commit and to show up and do whatever it takes, then you need to have that conversation with them. And they need to know these statistics too, because Darren said to hit pro with a platinum pack offers 200% more longevity in your business and 200% more value. And a platinum pack to hit Pro 3, on average, if someone comes in on a gold, on average it takes 10.3 months to hit Pro 3. If someone comes in on a platinum pack, to hit Pro 3, the average is 1.6 months. If you can maintain an average like that, I mean, imagine what that's going to do for the points for you as well. And also the longevity of a platinum pack is 33 months over 17 months on a gold pack, right? It's almost double of what a gold pack is. And these are the kind of things that you should tell them when you're having that conversation. This is a big investment for some people, and this is something that could drastically change their life. So you want them to know, I want you to start the right way. And if you really feel like you can't start the right way right now, then let's just get you as a customer, make you a raving fan of those products. And as things happen and progress and you feel like you're ready to go, then I'm here for you. And I will go all in and we will help you. Make sense? All right, let's keep going.
All right, and the last part of holding the rank, if they get to a new rank, so let's say you help somebody get from Pro 2 to Pro 3, every month that they hold that rank of Pro 3 now, you're going to earn 5 points and they're going to earn 10. So look there on the right-hand column, hold the rank. Personally, they get 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, and so on. You always get half the points that they get for holding that rank. So this can add up to be substantial as well, helping somebody get Pro 5 this month and maintaining for the next 9 months is going to earn you 9 times 25 points. So you can really add up points in a hurry this way as well. One thing that I would do right away to find out who all the people that you can help get points from is going into your back office under your detailed genealogy and changing a couple things there to just look for your personally enrolled distributors. So the first step there, changing the levels, do it 0 to 1 or 1 to 1. And then right under there, under the type, make sure it's not on placement. Make sure that it's under enroller tree. And then third, just update report. And it's going to give you a generated list of everybody that you personally enrolled as a distributor. All right, so let's get into examples here. Distributor ranks Pro 5 as of June 30th, 2018. We're obviously trying to get this person to Pro 6 as fast as possible and get them on the trip. So let's say they actually don't rank advanced from Pro 5 to Pro 6 until September. So they had July, August, September they do go from Pro 5 to Pro 6. They're going to earn 200 points for hitting Pro 6. And let's just say that they simply maintain Pro 6 for the rest of the incentive period. So October, November, December, January, February, March, and April, they get 100 points for each one of those months for maintaining Pro 6. It's a total of 900 points simply by going from Pro 5 to Pro 6 in September and then maintaining the rest of the time. Now, if they also bought a ticket and attended the Global Academy coming up here, Global Convention, that would be the 1,000 points that they needed without doing anything else, without helping anybody else to get on this incentive trip. All right, so what about you guys that hit Pro 6 as paid as on June 30th, 2018? How are you going to get on this trip? It's very, very simple. Let's look at this. If you get to the rank of Pro 7 by the end of January 2019, you're going to earn 400 points there. And if you simply maintain for February, March, and April, that's going to give you 200 more points each one of those months for a total of 1,000 points. You're already going to get 100 more for buying the ticket and attending global. So you're sitting at 1,100 points without having done anything else. Now let's look at a brand new distributor and say they enroll July 20th, just for throwing out a number's sake here. And they come in as platinum pack, but they don't advance any further in July. Now remember when we looked at the rank advancement points, within the first 90 days, they're going to get triple the points for any advancements. So in August, let's say that this person advances to Pro 2, instead of the 10 points that they normally would have got, because it's within the first 90 days, they actually get 30 points. Now we're going to also have them rank advance in September to Pro 3, earning an additional 60 points, and they maintain Pro 3 in October. That's going to give them 10 points. November, they rank advance to Pro 4, but it's not within the first 90 days, so they don't receive triple the points, but they still receive 50 points for hitting the rank of Pro 4. We have them maintaining Pro 4 in December, which earns half the points as hitting the rank. Maintaining is half, so they got 25 points there. January, they hit the new rank of Pro 5, earning 100 points. February, they maintain Pro 5, and they also do that in March as well, so 50 points for each one of those months. And then in April, they hit the rank of Pro 6 and earn 200 points. This gives them a total of 575 points. They also are going to get 100 points for buying and attending global convention. So now we're sitting at 675 points for this person. All right, so how do they get the rest of the points? They're at 675. We need them at least 1,000. So let's now look at personally enrolled rank advancements. So let's say in August, they bring in a brand new person that enrolls on a platinum pack. So for August, enrolling that platinum pack, they're going to earn 15 points. And let's say they don't rank advance any further than that, but they help this person in September rank advance to Pro 2. And remember, if you do it within the first 90 days, you get triple the points. So instead of the 5 points that they normally get helping somebody get to Pro 2, they get 15. October, they're getting that person to Pro 3, triple the points again, so they're earning 30 points instead of 10. Now in November, let's say that that person maintains the rank of Pro 3, they're going to earn 5 points for helping the person maintain that. December, they help them rank advance to Pro 4. That person would have earned 50 points, but as the distributor that enrolled them, you earn 25. Say that they maintain the rank of Pro 4 the rest of the time. So January, February, March, and April, it's 12.5 points per month. So that would be 25 for 2 months, and then I guess another 50 for the 4 months. So a total of 140 points here added on to the 675 that they already. So this distributor, they also enroll a new platinum pack in September, just like they did in August, and they're going to go through the same scenario where they help get the person to Pro 2 and Pro 3 within the first 90 days, earning 15 points for Pro 2, 30 points for Pro 3. They maintain in December rank of Pro 3, so that gets them an additional 5 points. January, they help them hit the rank of Pro 4, earning 25 points, and maintain Pro 4 for another 3 months, earning 12.5 points each one of those months, for a total of an additional 127.5 points. So with those two new distributors, they're not quite there yet. They need a third person enrolled. So let's assume that they enroll another person on a platinum pack in October, do the same things, getting them to Pro 2 and Pro 3 within the first 90 days, earning 15 and 30 points there. January, they maintain Pro 3, earning 5 points for you. And then February, they hit the rank of Pro 4, earning 25 points for you. And then March maintaining and April maintaining Pro 4 at 12.5 points apiece for those months. Now they're up to 115 points for this person. So we started with 675 points. They earned an additional 140, 127.5, and 115 off of 3 new distributors. They have more than enough to qualify for the incentive trip. That was an example for somebody coming brand new into the company, but let's say your first 90 days has already expired, you can't get the triple points, but your distributor rank, paid as rank, June 30th was Pro 2, less than Pro 2. How can you get there? So we're going to do pretty much the same stuff as far as the rank advancing. You can see there in August going to Pro 2, earning 10 points, September Pro 3, 20 points, and so on, maintaining a few of those months. This would earn you, including the 100 points for the ticket and attending global convention, 615 points. And then we're going to go through the exact same scenario where they're enrolling 3 people, 1 a month on a platinum pack, helping them advance Pro 2 and Pro 3 within the first 90 days, and then maintaining a few months throughout the course as well. But these are the exact same scenarios as we used in the previous example. Now this is going to have them a little bit short at 997.5 points, but for each PC you enroll, you get 2 points. And I promise you, if you're sharing this information, in the next 10 months, you're going to get a couple customers along the way. So enroll 2+ PCs. You're going to be absolutely qualified at that first tier for this incentive trip. There you go. That is the incentive trip.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys one more tool, and then I need to see your faces. I want to talk to you about this. And here's one thing too. For those of you that have an organization in your back office, like they said, you can simply go to your detailed genealogy, and your levels are going to be 0 to 1, like you see here. And then the type will be enroller tree. And then you will see every distributor, I'm so sorry, that you've ever personally enrolled. And I would pick up the phone and reach out to every single one of them, no matter how long it's been, and just let them know what's happening and what can happen for them to gain this trip. Really communicate that with them. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is the calculator that Mark Johnson created. So basically what this is doing is going to accumulate points for you. So for instance, and he tells you exactly right here in the red how to utilize this calculator, okay? If you reach out to me and tell me you want this, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it to the people that want it and that are unafraid of going after this. I know that watching Sean go through all of those numbers and all those scenarios, if you're like me, your head is spinning and you're like, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a numbers person. I am not a numbers person. So I just want you to keep it so simple. The numbers are there. They're not going to change. There is one slide that shows you everything you get from that. And Mark shows you here as well. So for instance, he tells you put your name in A1. Then he says, if you're going to convention, put a 1 in this box. So I put a 1 there, and it automatically gives me 100 points. Now, if I go over here to the rank that I personally want to get to, let's say I want to get to 5. So I'll put a 1 in there. And then once I do that, now it's going to give me another 200 points. Then I'm going to put in here how many platinum packs or gold or silver, how many customers I am going to need to get the points that I want to accumulate. And upon doing that, I also started my list of all the people that I have personally enrolled. I started putting them in there, and then I can put where they've been and where I want them to go. So let's say I want Rich as a Pro 7. So I would put a 1 in there. And then that gave me another 200 points because I helped Rich get to Pro 7. Make sense? So that's kind of, or I would get 100, I get half of that. So this is like a grid to help you set up what it would look like for you to gain the points possible to go on the trip. And like I said, right here in the red, Mark makes it very self-explanatory as to how this works. And then it allows you to track it. So as they go along and as they're rank advancing, you can then track that for them and then see where you're at with the cumulative points that everybody's getting. Okay, so I'm going to stop the sharing. Okay, so to get the point, get the trip, the one really important thing, oh, that was cute, Michael. The one really important thing I want to emphasize here is that this is about having a continued database and this is about sharing. You cannot have any hesitation in sharing this gift with people if you want this trip. You cannot have any hesitation in making sure that when you walk out that door, you say, God, show me who you want me to talk to. Give me the strength, give me the posture to have the right thing to say, right? And when you see those people and you're out and about, you have that posture and you're like, you are fantastic. I love your energy. I love how you've treated me today. I love watching you with other people. I have something huge that I am trying to start in this area, and I am looking for people just like you. Do you have another side hustle? Are you open to making extra income? Everybody's got a side hustle, right? People are driving Uber, they're driving Lyft. Do you have one? Are you looking for one? If not, I'd love to talk to you and see if what I have would be a good fit for you, to see if you fit the profile. You have that right to interview people, right? Because nobody wants to drag people along as we do this. It's exhausting. And you want to have fun and you want to be energized as you're going over this and going for this Ireland trip. So the other thing with that is, if you're going after this with all your might and all your intensity, it's going to take work. It's going to take all of us doing a lot of Zooms, doing a lot of third-party validations, working when no one else is working. That's what it's going to take. And so your family needs to know now, if you're going after this Ireland trip, it can't be something they don't know about, and then they're always seeing you on your phone or always on the computer, and they have no idea what it's for. So make your family a part of this. Make a vision board together. Talk about what it'll be like, where you'll go, what you'll see, and they will become your biggest cheerleader. So maybe you make little tabs, and for every person you talk to, after you talk to 5, you get to go get ice cream. After you talk to 10, you get to go to jump time, or whatever it is that will excite your family through this process. And if you don't have a family and you're single, then you get a pedicure. I get a manicure. You give yourself some slack to go do something to pamper yourself. That is so, so, so important. The other thing I want to stress to you with this too is be careful that this trip doesn't become the main source of your life. Okay, my main source is God, and he knows already I want this trip. All right, I told him. I made it very clear that I want this trip and that I am ready. So I want you to do that same thing. I want you to be in prayer about this trip. I want you to let God know that you want this trip, but you should always have him as your main source, or whatever your belief is, have that as your main source, not this trip. Because if this trip becomes your main source and you're getting no's, or you're not rank advancing as quickly as you think you should be, you will then not be the person you need to be in order to make the trip happen. Make sense? Yes. And you want to be that person that people are attracted to, because people are going to say yes because of who you are, you guys. They're going to say yes because of the energy you brought to the table and the way that you approach them. Okay, so who has questions?
Okay, so I was wondering how I get those slides that you were showing us and that spreadsheet, but also, are we going to have an Ireland tracker in our back office?
I'm assuming that they'll have one. I really like what Mark gave us, because it's not just our points. We can put down all of our people on there as well. You could write down your preferred customers. Maybe some of us have some customers that have been in a while and they're pretty warm. Like they're looking at becoming a distributor, so they can become a part of that list. But I'm certain that the company will do that. But any tracker I've seen them have in the past, it just accumulates the points for you. It doesn't really show you where they came from, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah.
But yes, what I'll do, I will post that spreadsheet on Team Act, and then I will also post, Sean's video is also on there. I don't know how many of you watched it
I saw
beforehand.
the video, yes.
I sound like a smoker. I don't know how many of you, no, I don't know how many of you saw the video beforehand, but it is tagged into the topics under current promotions. So that's where you can have the video if you need to watch it again later, or watch it with one of your new distributors or your new team members. Okay, so we just had a window break. That's weird. Okay, so I'll post a tracker, and then I will remind everyone where the video is, and then the slides. Really, I'll post the pictures that I took at Elite so that you can have those slides as well, and print them out and have them in your office, have them everywhere that you need them to help you just see that vision and know that you're going after that. Okay, any other questions? Okay, I want to pray for you guys, if that's okay. I want to pray about this trip and pray over you for staying straight. Okay, so here we go. Lord, I just thank you so much for all of these people taking their Saturday morning to invest in themselves and invest in their belief, and their belief that big things can happen for them and that big things can happen in their life. And Lord, I ask that through these next 10 months that we have this ability to go on this dream trip, that you really guide us, help us to make you our main source, and help us to, Lord, to just have patience, but to be actively waiting as we are patient. Help us not to take any free time for granted, but to be present in all those moments that we have. And I ask that, I know, Lord, that you want on fire, in charge people in this world. And I just ask that we have hearts that are on fire and in charge to help others. And that our intention is to help other people, to be amazing listeners, and then to offer a gift for them. And along the way, we can just have beautiful hearts, have joy, have fun, and really be those people that we need to be in order to make this trip happen for ourselves and our families. Just help us to stay centered, help us to rely on you first, and then to rely on one another. Help us to not be fearful of asking questions that we think are silly, but to just reach out and to really be a family, locking arms and holding hands so that we could all take this dream trip together in 10 months from now. Thank you, Lord, for these amazing people. Help them to have a wonderful day and bless their businesses. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
You're welcome. I'll post everything for you. Mwah.
Including this video, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome.
Thanks.